Buddy, get off the treadmill, please.
See you, Linda.
Hey. Hey. Get over You can't close it all the way over. No, I'm still left.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Vanessa.
Was there a PDF for this day? Sent
Yeah,
out?
I sent out a message. There's an issue with the app.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you haven't gotten your check-in form.
What? Say that again?
That's why you haven't gotten your check-in form either.
Oh, well, you know how well I do those things, so.
All right, gang. Get you guys started. For today, we're gonna start with our ankle stuff. Just check everybody in. All right, gang, ankle stuffer. So we're gonna find the wall. You're gonna lean against the wall. And you're lifting toes up first. So just leaning against the wall. And I'm just lifting my toes off the floor. So you can't stick with the right hand. But my weight's on my heels. And I'm just lifting toes up. 25. Then you're gonna flip over, you're gonna go hands against the wall. Or just put yourself in an incline. Calf raises. Then we're gonna repeat that first exercise again. So our tib raises. And then we're gonna do our knee over toe calf raise.
Okay, we do 25 of these.
So knee over toe calf raise, just taking the knees over top of the toes and going up and down.
Can I go on? Okay. That did you? Okay. Yeah.
Once you guys get those done, we're gonna do We're gonna do our hip ups next.
Yeah.
So once you guys get those done, let me get you to lay down on your backs.
Let's do a few more of these, and we'll lay in the backs. And do hip ups.
So once you guys are done, let me get you to lay down on your backs. All right, guys, so we're gonna do, today we're gonna go single leg hip ups. We're gonna do 20 seconds each side, single leg hip ups. So just lay on your back. One leg floor, other leg bent on the floor. You do whatever you want with your leg. You can keep it straight, hold it up, bend it, whatever. But we're gonna do 20 seconds. Just going up and down. 3, 2, 1, go. Just single leg hip up.
One leg, the same way.
Yes, because that'll be march. Switch your legs. And I'll tell you when to switch. 20 seconds. All right, gang, switch sides. Rest, and camera gonna take a knee. And we do our 3-way hip bob. So left knee's down, right foot flat on the floor. I'm gonna drive forward and backward. Up 5 times. Then I'm gonna take a step out, angle, about 5 times. And then I'm gonna open all the way up. And drive out 5 times. Knee is always going in the direction of the toe. And I want you to keep chest down a little tiny bit. I want you to arch too much. What's that? Where do you go? Where?
This way.
Tighten up the core.
Oh, yeah, that party part, do you feel it more?
Kind of brings the button.
I would look further away.
Go bigger.
Hip separation.
I mean, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it.
Yeah, I mean, these are all, none of these are stretches, these are all moving.
Oh.
So moving a joint doesn't necessarily produce a stretch. I guess we're not trying to stretch, we're trying to basically, imagine that you have a door and you haven't opened it in 15 years. So you can't just let that door open, you kind of have to like move it through a bigger range of motion every time you open that door. Which is all. Supposed to, Kathy. After your hip, I'll do a post on, maybe I'll do a post on stretching versus. After your hips, we're gonna stand up, we're gonna do some Statue of Liberty. Actually, we'll do some, let's see. We're gonna do some arm, good old fashioned arm circles first. So just arm circles forward. As you guys are doing this, you're reaching your fingertips away. And then as you come back, you're reaching your fingertips backwards. And then reaching the fingertips up. So you're not just doing a circle, but you're actively reaching with the fingertips. All right, be the opposite direction. Same idea. Reach with the fingertips. Good gang. All right, give me some hugs. So this, you're just relaxing the arms, slapping your shoulders, giving yourself a hug. Okay, we're gonna rotate the chest, look over our thighs, or excuse me, look over our shoulders. And let the feet move. Noodle arms. And some last one is you're just gonna reach up to the side. That's good. Oh, no, good example though. Yeah, mobile. I want you guys to think about letting the hips move when you do the reaches. All right, gang, so we'll do some Statue of Liberties next. I'm gonna stack my arms, left arm on top of right arm. I'm gonna open, thumbs are pointing back behind me, top hand higher than my head, bottom hand approximately shoulder, or excuse me, hip height, and then I come back. Okay, we're gonna do 6. If you want, you can alternate, that's fine. But I really want you focusing on thumb pointing back behind you. Okay, on both hands. And you're squeezing your shoulder blades back together, 6 each side. Once you get those 6 each side, we're gonna get a couple lateral squats. And then we're gonna do our seated external rotations. So for the lateral squats, we're gonna go a same side touch, opposite side touch. So when I drive down to my right side, I'm gonna touch my right toe. And then when I drive down to my right side again, I'm gonna reach towards my left leg. Okay, so it goes drive towards the right, touch the toe, drive towards the right, reach for the straight leg. 3 each, so 6 total squats. Each side, 6 total each side. Play some tunes. Once you guys get those done, we're gonna do our beach bodies, our seated external rotations. So we can do this on the bench. We can also do this on the floor. So we're basically going to get in our chill position. Okay, so I just went from my back down. I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna get to my chill position. I'm watching a concert, hanging out with my friends at the park, whatever. Elbow stays on the knee. I'm gonna grab a light dumbbell, light weight, okay, and I just rotate up. As far as your eyes are basically pointing in between the knee and the knee. So I'm not looking this way, I'm not looking this way, I'm looking this way, okay? And I'm just here, bring it up, nice and slow on the down, and then nice and slow on the up. Lightweight for this. We are going to go 10 on each side. 10 on each side. And we're gonna do 2 sets. I'm gonna give you guys about 90 seconds. Try and get some music on. Good. If you have any history of shoulder pain, I mean, this is a great exercise to do. Period. It's one of our go-to exercises for people with shoulder issues. Our other go-to exercise is exactly what Kara's kid is doing. Like to get our people with shoulder issues hanging upside down. Always helps them feel better. 2 sets each side. Nice and slow. Should be feeling the back of the shoulder, should not be having any pain. Unless it's really just the burn of the exercise. After you get done with that, we're gonna do our self-love. So we're gonna do our toe touches. We're gonna do our deep squats. If you guys have gotten your 2 sets done, go ahead. You have about 20 seconds left. So toe touches are first. Push the hips back. Exhale, round through the spine, drop the head. Push your hips forward to stand back up. 4 to 6. Remember, gang, I want you pushing your hips back in order to be able to touch your toes. I don't want you to just fold forward. After your toe touch, we got our deep squat. So, 2 big things I'm looking for in the deep squat. No knee pain. If you do have some knee pain, only squat down as low as you feel comfortable and keeping your heels on the floor. If knees feel fine, then the second thing I'm looking for is head and chest up. Okay, and trying to just go as low as you can, keeping head and chest up. If the heels come off the floor for your squat, that's totally fine as long as there's no knee pain. All of these are going to go about 4 to 6, 30 seconds. One of the best ways to improve your squat is to hold your squat in the bottom position with the heels off the floor. You hold that position for a couple minutes and you would be amazed at how much closer your heels get to the floor after about 2 or 3 minutes of just holding that bottom stretch. After your deep squat, we got our arms overhead, flat on our backs, elbows locked, arms close to torso, biceps close to ears, driving it up, back down. Again, all these are about 4 to 6, or about 30 seconds. And then we got our quadruped spinal waves. So on all fours. I'm going to push my hands into the floor, round through my upper back, tuck my chin. And then a little arch. Get that round again. I want you to focus on pushing your hands into the floor to get the round. All right, guys, and the last one, wrist love. So wrist love, palms down, fingertips away, fingers spread, elbows locked, rocking forward and backward. About 8. Okay, then we're gonna go fingertips towards us, palm up. Same idea, about 8. To make these wrist stretches easier, move your hands in the direction of your fingertips. So if your fingertips are pointing towards your knees, bring your fingertips closer to your knees, make it easier. All right, last one, palms down, fingertips towards us, same idea. Take fingertips closer to knees in order to make it a little bit easier. So we got 2 movements. And then we'll get into our first zombie circuit. First one is gonna be a seated straight leg raise, that last phase. And then the second movement will be our get-ups. So, seated straight leg raise. 2 different ways we do it. Start on our butts. We're gonna go thighs together, knees together, ankles together, big toes together. If this is the first time you're doing this, don't worry about those points. We're either gonna put our hands behind us, or we're gonna bring our hands in front of us to some degree, okay? This is harder, this is easier. Steeple the fingertips, roughly hands around knee level. You can either go one leg at a time, or both legs, your choice. I do want you to punch your toes hard, so I want you to really think about trying to punch your toes hard. If you want to put your hands back here, it's a little bit too hard to put them up front, then it's the same idea. The difference is that you're gonna want to lean back to counterbalance yourself. That's not really what we want, okay? What I want is I want you to kind of compress forward and use those muscles to lift the leg. So if you're doing it this way, as much as possible, try not to do this. Okay, I want you to keep the torso nice and straight, nice and tall. Don't move the torso, and then you should only be moving from the hips down. Okay, so that's your first exercise. Second exercise, get ups. So again, 2 most important things I'm looking for is we're going to start our backs. The first thing I'm looking for is that you get to a chill position. Okay, so hanging out, concert, whatever. This is the first position. The second position is that you get a knee on the floor. Once you get the knee on the floor, then you just step up. But those are the 2 big things I'm looking for: is get to your chill position and then get a knee on the floor so that you can stand up in a split squat. So we're going to do 10 straight leg raises, 3 get-ups on each side. We're gonna go about 2 to 3 minutes, about 2 rounds done. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure your quads are tight. Flex your quads hard, lock your knees. You want to think about lifting your thighs off the floor, not necessarily your foot off the floor. You should feel that in your arms. The thing I want you to work on is that you have your back foot is like this.
Yes.
That means you don't have any help in this.
Oh, it's a toes.
Yeah. 3 each side, gang. If you want to make these get-ups a little bit harder, I think they're pretty hard to begin with. But if you want to make them a little bit harder, you grab a weight, you hold a weight in your arm. Hold up. Anything you want, really. You do not have to extend your arm above your head. So if you don't want to do the actual get up with the arm above your head, that's totally fine. I hate that exercise. To be honest with you, I hate that exercise. Okay, I hate that exercise where you get up holding the dumbbell above your head, because you will never, ever, ever stand up like that. No. We are going to go around 2.5 minutes. We are about 1 minute and 45 seconds down. So we got about 30 seconds. All right, gang, 5 seconds. Finish whatever you're doing. Every single time you guys get up off the floor, I want you to get off the floor this way. Right. Grab some water. Grab some water to get your first zombie apocalypse started. All right, man. So today's week 1. Got day 3 of week 1. Still want you to kind of take it a little bit easy. Feel it out. See what kind of the new movements are that you have to work with. So first movement, we got a single leg posterior reach. You can add weight if you want to for this. You're going to hold on to something for a little bit of stability. You can hold on to a hurdle. You can also hold on to a wall. That's fine. And basically, what you're thinking about is imagine that you're trying to put like a cone, or you're trying to push a marble across the floor behind you. Okay, so I'm trying to push something behind me as far as I can. I'm letting my head counterbalance. Okay, so big push behind you, very light touch on that back foot, and then drive back up. Okay, so that's the first exercise. Big reach. Don't do this. Okay, it's a reach, like you're pushing something behind you. Push something behind you. Okay. Second exercise, reaching curls. Flat back, or on your flat, on your back flat. Hands reaching towards the ceiling. You're gonna sit up. Nice and slowing it down. Nice and slowing it down. Like somebody's pushing you over. Same thing that we do in day 2. If you want, you can add a little weight to that. Number 3, squat to overhead press. Exactly what it sounds like. We're gonna hold 2 dumbbells. We're gonna squat, press. You want to make it a little bit harder, you can deadlift. Press. Last exercise, negative push-ups. So negative push-ups, you can be on your knees. You can do them on your feet or off your knees. You're going down slow. How slow? About 5 to 10 seconds. And then you either push yourself up or push your butt back and reset. If you have a hard time doing push-ups, I want you to push your butt back and reset. If push-ups feel okay, you're like, no, they're just kind of challenging, then try and just do the regular where you push yourself up. So slowing it down, push yourself back up. So we're going 12 minutes. We're gonna start first exercise, single leg post reaches. We are gonna do 3, 2, 1, go. We're gonna do up to 15 for the post reaches, 8 for the reaching curls. Slide your toes along the floor. Up to 15 for the squat to overhead press. Basically, we're going to go 15, 8, 15, 8. Vanessa, give me a squat. Yeah. So 15, 8, 15, 8. For the single leg post reach, you should have like 1 pound of force on that back leg. So when you're sliding that marble across the floor, you're having enough weight on that foot to be able to slide the marble.
Ben, what's the 4th exercise?
Fourth exercise, negative push-ups.
Negative push-ups. No wonder I forgot them.
Getting a single leg post reach for my favorite exercise. Really simple. So simple, everybody screws it up. That's how simple. Because they put too much weight on their back foot. You're literally just trying to slide your foot along like you're standing on ice. After you get 15 post reaches done. You're gonna lay down on your back. You got reach and curls. You can add a weight for this. You could also do a modified reach and curl if you want to try a different one, which is basically just knee bent, arms up, same motion, just with your knee bent. 8 of those, nice and slow on the down. Here, when you, as you go down, reach fingertips towards the ceiling. Don't go towards the wall. Yeah, now sit up. As you sit up, yes, that's it right there. Yeah. Hands are always pointing towards the ceiling, not the wall, ceiling. After you get your 8 reach and curls done, we're going on to our squat to overhead press. So you can either hold the weight at shoulder level, squat, press, or hold the weight at hip level, should be a deadlift, press. Either one's fine. Up to 15. Also sometimes called these thrusters. I don't really like the name. Up to 15 for this one. And then after your squat to overhead press, we got our negative push-ups. So again, the idea with the negative push-ups, you're gonna do up to 8. I need at least 5. 5-second negative is great. 10-second negative would be a little bit better. 30-second negative is too long, you got shit to do. Don't do 30 seconds. Round 10. If you did do 30 seconds, you wouldn't have to do as many reps though. So you could do like 2. You know, you did 2 reps at 30 seconds on the down. That's pretty rugged. As you guys are practicing these negative push-ups, where I want your focus to be is I want your focus to be on your core. I want you to really focus on trying to tighten your core. Keep your core very tight as you're doing these push-ups. Good. For the post reaches, gang, the farther you reach, the better. Let your head counterbalance. You can bend your base leg as much as you want. You just try and drive that leg as far as you possibly can. It's a really easy, great glute exercise. Really easy, great hamstring exercise. You have a lot of pressure on the back foot. So what you can think about. This is, yeah, you're doing like a squat. So it's a little bit annoying because you have to reset this every time, but it'll demonstrate. So my goal is to try to push this back. Okay. My goal is not to. You got too much weight on that back leg. So imagine you're standing on ice and you're just sliding your foot. And since you're on ice, you get a lot of pressure. There's that little slide back underneath you. Yeah, that's where it's hot. But that, yep, you can also think about like rolling marble across the floor. 12 minutes, gang. We are 6.5 minutes down. Don't break my walk, okay? Okay, when you're doing those single leg post reaches, typically we want you to have a pretty decent amount of stability. Just make sure that, you know, there's a difference between holding on to something for a little bit of balance and holding on to something where you're like hanging from the edge of a cliff. So you should have you should have just enough pressure through the hands to just be able to give you some stability. You shouldn't be having a lot of force put through the hands. We got about 3 minutes. Remember, for the negative push-ups, I want you focusing on your core, tight core. I want you to imagine that your core is a suspension bridge. And we don't want that suspension bridge to move too much. Because if the suspension bridge moves too much, my wife hates it. She won't walk past it. This is the edge. The other big thing for the negative push-ups is I do want you to go all the way to the floor. That's what God made it for you to know when to stop your push-ups. So even if you kind of like get about halfway down, you kind of flop to the floor, that's okay. You're only flopping like 3 inches. 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I'm trying to.
These are not. They might hurt more like.
Yeah, I would not advise that.
No, I'm.
Not advise. You know what I'm saying? You imagine that? That all of those did. No. You're playing a lot of stuff. A lot of talking. Yeah, a lot of talking, a lot of sitting, looking around. Oh, yeah.
Maybe it wouldn't be so.
Maybe.
You get shot, do the same thing.
I think so. I mean, it's just for some reason. 30 seconds, gang, 30 seconds. Yeah, just for scientific purposes, Kathy, I think. Good job, gang. 15 seconds. We'll take a little breather after this. Before we get into our second zombie round, 10 seconds. Who's looking great on the reach and curls? 5 seconds. Rest. Grab some juice, gang. Grab some water.
So it would be, I would be complaining to. Is it?
Then I'm gonna- That would be like, so that they're here to do this. If you did this, so if you took shoulder to be a little bit more like a push up, but that's very hard. No, for you, I mean, ultimately, you're, maybe put some fats down. And you're just like really just slowly trying to control yourself down. Yeah, you're doing this. The angle's different. Yeah. You do that. All right, guys, so next series. We got our lean in single arm side delt raise. We did this last phase. Great delt exercise. You're gonna find a wall, you're gonna find something that you can lean into. You should have enough of a lean to where if somebody takes away the wall, you kind of stumble and fall a little bit. Okay, so you're really leaning in. You're gonna hold a light dumbbell, and then we're just doing side delt raises. Okay, up as high as you feel comfortable, nice and slow on the down. That's first exercise. Second exercise, alternating single arm deadlifts. Or single arm deadlifts. So kettlebell, dumbbell, and reach down, grab a hold, up, switch sides, back up. Okay. Third exercise, any row you want to do. Could be tripod rows. Could be 2-point rows. Could be banded rows around the feet. Could be rows against the wall, banded against the wall. Any kind of row you want, it just needs to be something where you're pulling your arms towards you. Yeah, I'll get some bands, but you do dumbbells. Last exercise, walking lunges, low walking bars. So big step forward, light touch, all the way up. Big step forward, light touch. Okay, or your low walking lunges is what you're doing. Stay as low as you can, and go into those walking lunges. Okay, either one's totally fine. 10 minutes. First exercise, which one go? First exercise, lean in. Lean in, side delt raise. First exercise.
Okay.
Up to, for you, 57. Then you can have another. Up to 12. Nice and slow. And you do TRX rows. Do any kind of row you want. Low row, high row.
What's this?
Second exercise is.
Alternate.
So you have alternating single arm deadlift. Can't even have you do. Rest. You ready for your rows?
Oh, Rose.
Right.
Right. Oh, okay.
10 minutes, gang.
How many of these?
10 to 20 each side. After your single arm alternating deadlifts, we got our rows. So as far as the rows go, any type of row that you want to do. Like I said, you could do tripod row. You could do a 2-point row. You could do pull aparts would be a row. You could do pull apart row.
Thanks, Ben.
Good job, Vanessa. You got it. For the rows, up to 25 for the rows. And then up to 20 each side for the walking lunges. So for the walking lunges, you can either go big step, light touch the knee all the way up, big step, light touch the knee. If you want to make those a little bit more challenging, and you don't want to add weight, you can stay low to the floor. If you're having knee problems, so if you're having knee pain during these exercises, you have to take it to a posterior lunge instead. So you're just stepping backwards. Big toe.
Yes. Right there.
Yeah, that's one of those few circumstances where I will tell you, unfortunately, you're gonna have pain before you have pain. With that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them are very strict. If it's a big restriction, then what I would say is bring a pair of bring a pair of shoes that looks like
Yeah.
shoes that you can slip on and pull off. Basically, you need to see your shoes. Yeah. You see how your toes on the floor. So that's what gives the toe problem. It's actually something come here. Yeah. Right. There, let's say on this. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where when they make shoes like that versus make shoes like this, the rocker and the toe, right? Doesn't, you don't have to really do anything. Yeah, after your walking lunges, you are back to your lean in single arm side delt raises. Good, Kara. It's adorable dumbbell. An adorable dumbbell. Baby blue. What is that, like a pound? No, that's okay. All right. That's cool. All right. Nice and slow for these side delt raises, guys. Should be feeling it in your delts. Muscles of your shoulders should not be feeling in the shoulder joint. If you do, please let me know. You can also take the hand as high as you want. It's okay. We are gonna go 10 minutes. We give her 2 minutes. Yeah. Every day. Gang, we are 3 minutes down. Well, it has to be a one that will- So like. If you have. And it would be a. You know, if you're like. Well, how many people you don't know if you're gonna be for P and my income complicated. You know, it's just kind of like. It needs a lot harder to figure out. Who you're.
I don't know, I don't keep track.
You know, that's fine, okay. 60 seconds. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's feel. No, well, if your strap is low enough, you get away with lots of crazy.
What?
If your strap is low enough.
Yeah.
You get away with a lot of crazy. Like my dad used to handle a lot of 3 days, it's 0 strap. He's been doing it for 40 years.
Oh, let's hear all the way.
No. But so far, no liver issue. The weirdest thing in the world, but yes, 0. I don't know if anybody was last strap.
Going like. They always drink that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I can believe it. I mean. Yeah, no, you always drink, you have to drink more. Cause you would start drinking beer out in.
What was on the video?
Yeah,
There you go. Come on.
gang, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, you're done, finish whatever you're doing. 5 seconds, no, finisher. Finisher, zombie apocalypse days. Guys, that is time. Kara, good job. Way to tune in from at home. Good job, good job. Love it. I love you, Jungle Gym. Very jealous.
Oh, it's pure chaos. 2 dogs and a kid.
That's right.
Say hi to Ben.
Good job, dude.
Have a good rest of your day, Ben. Thank you.
Thanks, Kara. See ya.